wow, this seems like such a no-brainer. None of the funds made available by this subtitle may be used by the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement to detain or deport a U.S. citizen. And I was sitting here thinking, good Lord, Republicans must be in some kind of diabolical paralysis if they are unwilling to stand up for the Constitution for Americans by not supporting this bill. And then I had to read it again. I said, maybe I'm missing something, because, I'm from California. But I was like, well, wow, deport to where? Because, if you're an American, you're going to deport an American to where? What the heck? Because I can't say what I'm really thinking. I'm so confused. And then I'm like, well, then who do you stand for? Do you only stand for Trump? What do you stand for? Because if you're not standing up for the Constitution, which, is also to protect you. I don't agree with you. Most of the time I am awake and half the time I'm asleep, but I still believe you have rights. So, if you don't even support this language, who do you stand for? Because, I guess what you're saying is that Americans have no rights. You have no rights, and the only right you have is to obey Trump. The only right you have is to be silent and complicit in whatever comes out of this administration. But you don't have a right to your rights. You don't have a right to your civil liberties. You don't have a right to any freedoms. You don't even have a right to stand up and speak out. And you, as an American, could be deported, but I just don't know to where. And, the ranking member said that he talked to Republicans who said, well, this is a popular thing, for Republicans, this immigration thing, and it's not. 78% of Americans say they want a president who obeys the law. 88% of Americans say they want a president to certainly obey the law if the courts tell the president to obey the law. We have opened the door. We have walked back into babies in cages, to our neighbors, our soccer teammates, our neighborhood store owners being deported. We have seen babies in their underwear being strip searched by people who are like, oh, sorry, my bad, wrong address, but I'm still dehumanizing you, taking away all your stuff, and taking away your rights and liberties. I mean, this little sheet of paper just says, please follow the law and give an American citizen their rights, which you can still debate in court, but the premise is they have some. So I'm just so bizarrely confused. And then I'm thinking to myself, well, so then if you are gonna not support this, then what happens when an American, one of your constituents, one of your neighbors, heck, a family member goes overseas and gets snatched? You're not gonna fight to bring them home? I don't know what could be on your laptop or in your book or whatever right now that has got you so hypnotized that you would not engage in this conversation with your colleagues and find a way to stand up for the Constitution and the rights of Americans, even Americans that you might not agree with or don't like or don't look like or haven't met. Have you met every single representative? I mean, every single constituent that you represent in your district? God bless you if you have. But even if you haven't, you still have to represent them. So if they're in trouble and they call you, you're supposed to help them. If you don't support this, you're saying, if you call me, I'm not going to help you. What kind of representative are you? Shame, shame, shame. Game of Thrones, shame. With that, I yield back.